So first of all, I would like to say that I'm truly happy and very grateful finally stand here on this iconic red dot and share my story with you. So let's begin. Imagine being 19 years old, standing at a crossroads, trying to figure out what kind of future you want. And that was me, years ago, not really sure where I was heading. And to be honest, even today, there are times when I ask myself what my next step should be. And that's okay. You don't need to have everything sorted out yet. Your path might change many times, and sometimes you may feel completely lost. That's normal. What matters is to stay open to change and growth. And now I have the question. How many of you here today feel like you don't really know what your future will look like? Wow, so many. Okay. But if you do, trust me, you're not alone. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do either, but I always felt deep inside that whatever it would be, I want to make a difference and create a better world. For 15 years after my graduation, I followed one clear path and I was building my experience, strong network, and expertise. Now, I know that even greater impact comes from diversity. As only by having multiple roles, skills, and perspectives, I can find a true fulfillment and create a better world. In my career, I have worked on large business transactions, but I have also fought for human rights, help Ukrainian refugees, and encourage women to use their voting rights. Today, as a transactional lawyer, PhD candidate, and a social activist, I know that three things shape not only my personal success, but also the world we live in. And this is the law, education, and leadership. And now, let's talk about legal shamans. And on the beginning, I would like to ask, have you ever tried to read a legal document? And who actually understood it? As you need to admit that this is like cracking an ancient code, with long sentences, strange words, and rules that twist and turn. No wonder people think lawyers are wizards. Historian Yuval Noah Harari, in his book *Sapiens*, compares lawyers to shamans. He says that lawyers use a special language, follow unique rituals, and change reality with words. And he's absolutely right. As in many ways, being a lawyer is like modern magic, where contracts and laws shape businesses, human rights, and even the countries. But like magic, the power of law depends on how responsibly it is used. As law is the backbone of society, it protects rights, ensures fairness, and keeps power in check. But laws alone don't create justice. People do. In my work as a transactional lawyer, I've learned that not everything makes sense immediately. Sometimes deals, negotiations, and legal structures look like puzzle pieces. But over time, experience teaches you how to bring those pieces together and create something meaningful. In mergers of acquisition of companies, it's not only about contracts and numbers. It's about understanding business strategies, market trends, and people. And believe me, well-structured deal can not only transform companies, but as well build opportunities and create a better world. But just like in education, long-term vision matters. Every step you take, even the small one, contribute to a bigger picture in the future. Education is more than just grades and diplomas. It is the key to thinking critically, asking questions, and having the courage to act. Knowledge is crucial, especially today in an era of fake news and disinformation, when we must know how to identify lies from truth. Education and experience are like building a wall, brick by brick. It takes patience, persistence, and many, many small steps. But without these steps, you can't create something strong and lasting. And I know that it's easy to feel frustrated when you won't see immediate results, but believe me, success is not about one big moment. It's about daily effort, resilience, and the willingness to learn. So try new things, make mistakes, it's very important, and keep pushing forward. Small efforts today will lead to a big opportunities tomorrow. Just stay committed, and you will be really surprised by what you can achieve. But remember, education gives you the tools to change the world. But tools alone are not enough. You also need a leadership. And now the question is, what kind of leader do you want to be? Do you want to wait for permission? Or do you want to act when it really matters? True leadership means acting when others hesitate, means speaking when it's easier to stay silent, and means making decisions that helps everyone. When the war in Ukraine started, I was one of the professionals who left everything behind. My legal and academic work to help refugees. My ability to provide a wide range of support was possible because of my knowledge, experience, and the network I had built through my professional and educational journey. When millions of refugees came to Poland, thousands of people helped. But those who made the biggest impact were the ones who understood law, history, human rights, and has the courage to act. When I call it Kobiety na Wybory campaign, we weren't politicians. We were just people who believed that democracy is stronger when everyone's voice is heard. Our campaign was apolitical, educational, and entirely volunteer. Every woman involved worked for free, driven by a shared belief in democracy. Our success was not accidental. That was the direct result of the strong education, leadership, and a real business experience. And with no budget, we achieved over 13 million media impressions and gained record high female voter turnout in Polish history. That's the power of civic engagement. And that's where peace comes in. True peace is not only the absence of war. True peace requires respect for every individual and every minority, as well as ensuring equality for all by protecting fundamental human rights. And this is especially crucial in today's world where radical doctrines are putting our rights, our freedom, and the rule of law under threat. And each of us has a role to play in creating better and a more peaceful world through our words, our actions, and our choices. True peace requires as well democracy. And democracy is something we must always protect and never take for granted. And please remember, democracy is not just about the election. It's about daily choices and about being an active citizen every day. So, I've shared my story about law, education, and leadership. Hence now, it's time to turn those ideas into actions. As you, sitting here today, has the power to shape the future and the power to create a better world. So educate yourself because knowledge is power. Learn the law because it protects what matters. And lead because work needs voices that stand for what is right. If you want to change, don't wait for someone else to start. Be the one who takes action and be the one who makes a difference. History is written by those who dare to participate. And remember, you do not need to know exactly where you're going yet. The journey will help you find your way. Just stay open, be curious, and be ready to make an impact. Thank you so much.